If I were to ask you where you would go if you were sick, you would probably say the doctors. If I asked you where you would go if you had a toothache, you would most likely say the dentist. And if I asked you who you would call if there was a fire, you would probably say the fire department. But with the dentist, the doctors, and the fire department all taking care of us, who's taking care of the environment? Today I'm going to introduce you to a life of an environmental scientist. We're going to discuss the opportunities, the salary, the outlook, and the benefits in this field. Let's first explain what an environmental scientist does. He or she is vital to the health of our environment. They sample air, water, and other substances to identify threats that could pose a problem on human health and the environment. Working for the state, federal, local government, or private firms, an average day of an environmental scientist consists of collecting data and analyzing it. Data comes from projects, surveys, and investigations. Some environmental scientists work in the field, which can have long hours, be physically demanding, and occur in all types of weather. But most environmental scientists work in labs. Now you may be wondering, how does one become an environmental scientist? To become an environmental scientist, you must have a bachelor's degree in environmental science or related science fields such as engineering, physics, biology, or chemistry. With any of these degrees, you are open to a number of specialist opportunities. You could become a climate change analyst and study how the climate affects the ecosystem. With this information, you could educate children or work with other scientists. By being an environmental health specialist, you could become a public speaker to educate the public on how the environment can affect human health. You could work with an industry as an industrial ecologist to test the efficiency of factories and try to reduce air pollution. With all of these choices, the outlook for an environmental scientist is on the rise. According to the Occupational Handbook by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, this graph shows that the job outlook is on the rise above average, increasing by 15% between 2012 and 2022. That's 5% more than life, physical, and social sciences, and 4% more than the total science occupations. As shown, an environmental scientist makes over $63,000 a year, which is about $30 an hour. This doubles the amount of total science occupations in the U.S. economy. Now, if I were to ask you who was responsible for taking care of the environment, you would know to say an environmental scientist. Not only is the job rewarding with its opportunities, outlook, and salary, but it also serves a greater purpose. You get to wake up every morning knowing that you're giving the humans, the plants, and this earth a second chance.